Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to my good friend, Ms. Herrera-Butler. This is one of the most disappointing days that I've had when it comes to figuring out a way to protect this Capitol complex. And one of the most disappointing parts of this legislation is that both parties from both sides of the Capitol were working together on a bill, and out of nowhere, House Democrats stopped negotiating and decided on Friday to introduce their own partisan bill and rush it to the floor. The press has even pointed out that the Senate will have to renegotiate this bill before it can pass, so I can't help but wonder why we're voting on this bill today when we could be voting on a deal that actually has a chance at becoming law. Even worse, this bill is being sold as an appropriations bill. But there's a lot of legislating happening here. Permanent security changes buried in this nearly $2 billion supplemental bill. As ranking member of the House Administration Committee, I can tell you that some of these permanent changes are within my committee's jurisdiction, and my committee hasn't held any hearings to review or examine these changes. While I believe we need to make the National Guard whole for their service after January 6th, this bill permanently establishes the National Guard as a quick reaction force. This was just one of the options provided in General Honore's report, but if I recall, he provided 3 options to establish a quick reaction force. I have some serious concerns about this being the most efficient and effective way to protect the Capitol in an emergency. The bill also requires body cameras for each Capitol police officer, with the exception of officers who are on protective detail for leadership and other members. My committee has not reviewed this or why an exception was made for certain officers. Additionally, this bill could allow members to use taxpayer dollars to make upgrades to their homes for security purposes. As someone who's been shot at on a ball field and received many threats from constituents and others over the years, I understand the need for protection, and there have already been changes to help increase safety. But I have a feeling some of our constituents wouldn't be happy with members of Congress being able to use tax dollars to make improvements that it could increase the value of their homes in the name of security. I'm disappointed with the process, Madam Speaker, and it's a shame we're not voting on a bipartisan bill that can make it through the Senate. I yield back.